Last year, they didn't even like the Bay. But, we got the man with California on his license plate. We all got California license plates. The old ones, too, the black and yellow. And look, man, I teased this, Langford, right before the break as we say good morning to everybody out there on the roadways getting off their graveyard shift. If you're at work, what is happening? YouTube, Twitch. We're streaming right now, YouTube, Twitch, via Zoom. And we got the one and only Pilo in the building. Pilo, get that mic on because right there, the first panel right there. On, down.
That was on us.
That was on us. Come on, love it. Get in here, man. Help my guy out. There we go.
Okay, now we on.
California license plate. We on right now.
We on right now.
Yes, sir. And I was teasing right before the break. I don't know too many people who's had a better summer or year. Like Steph Curry just got his college degree yesterday at Davidson, retired number 4 championship, finals MVP. But every time I look on the gram, it's not even his own Instagram account. Instagram. It's all the other people. I'm like, man, this dude's at the ESPYs after parties. He's down. We ran into you at the NFC Championship game when the Niners were playing the Rams. He's everywhere.
I saw him at the championship parade.
His own car at the championship parade. Pilo, the one and only Pilo. The album's dropping tonight, Stunna. We heard the Stunna anthem coming in this morning, man. We can't wait for that at 9 p.m. today on iTunes. Stunna album, and then tomorrow at Thrive City. So let's start there. You got the album coming out, and then you're performing at Thrive City tomorrow at Chase Center.
Man, it's a great community event. We're bringing out all local brands, local vendors. You know what I'm saying? It's a good time, man. We have like 5,000 RSVPs.
Man.
So it should be a good time at Thrive City.
You got to get a nice guy in there, man.
Come on, man. You guys come down, man.
You got to come down, man.
I'll be up on the couch,
I got an appointment at De La Salle, man. I didn't even know this was going down.
Man.
De La Salle's playing Sarah. I got to sleep. I got to make this happen, man. But you're going to be at Thrive City tomorrow, 7 p.m. 7 p.m. As you mentioned, DJ D Sharp. We love DJ D Sharp, DJ Eamon, DJ Lex. And you're going to be out there performing Stunner, and you're going to be performing all your classics. So you've become a brand.
Yeah.
You become a brand in the Bay Area fixture because we were talking earlier, like we all grew up listening to 40 and Short and RBL Posse and San Quinn and all the Bay legends. And you always wonder, like, man, what's going to happen when they retire? What's going to happen when they move on? But you have come on to taking the torch. Larry June, Stunna Man. I mean, there's so many. LaRussell, you're going to bring out there tomorrow night. You've really did your thing here and made your mark. And then, like I told you before, you go to a Warriors game, you're hyping up the crowd.
Yeah.
They throw you on the screen. If we need to get some energy, they throw you on the screen. Niners, Levi Stadium, they throw you on the screen and you perform there. So how's that feel to come up in the Bay, be a Bay fan, and now you're getting all this Bay love?
Yeah, I mean, growing up, like, being a fan of all these Bay teams, and it's just like, and for those teams to recognize what we got going on over here, it's just, it's a dope. It's just really dope. It's dope to be able to represent, you know what I'm saying, like really being from here. You know what I'm saying? That there's people that I see at the games. They're like, people that I grew up with, and people that I've seen, people that have seen our come up, and seeing them proud of of what we got going, and it really makes me proud, and really validates what we got going on. So it's really dope.
Yeah, and when we talk about the Warriors and we talk about Steph and Clay, we always talk about how we can't believe they're the ones who are kind of ushering in the younger generation, like with you and HBK gang, in the early 2010s, and now you're kind of ushering in this new generation of the younger artists from out here in the Bay Area. I mean, that must be pretty crazy for you.
Yeah, I came up under someone. I came up under I Am Sue and G-Eazy and all those guys, and you know what I'm saying, and those guys ushered me in. So now it's now it's time to usher in the new cast, Stunna Man, LaRussell, Michael Sneed, all these new artists. You know what I'm saying, and it's just dope to be able to put those guys in those light. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And,
we got Pilo in studio on the Morning Roast. Nice guy, Stephen Langford, Bonta Hill, 95.7 The Game. Pilo going to be performing tomorrow night at Thrive City at 7 p.m. You don't want to miss it. You heard of 5,000 RSVPs, and probably a lot more. A lot of people are going to want to come out to that. So how did this come together, this 2-hour festival at Chase Center?
Oh, man, we've been in contact with the Warriors and Chase Center for a second about it. And we were just trying to figure out the timing of when the album was coming. And actually, it all literally worked out. I think they had something already planned, but I think that person dropped out of the. I ended up having to reschedule the event. So it was literally God's plan to really make it at the time, the day the album dropped.
That's crazy.
And it was literally the person that was supposed to do it on this date dropped out or couldn't do it, and it was literally we fit right in, and you know what I'm saying, and everything's been really smooth. Shouts out to them though.
Dude, I mentioned I saw you at the we saw you at the championship parade. So the station we had a section slotted off at the beginning of the parade route. So we saw you go by in the car. We saw you gigging in the back of the car, right?
Yeah.
And then I go on your music video for one thing. Then I find out that you're shooting a music video at the same time for that championship parade, man.
Yeah. No, it was super crazy. Like I didn't even know I was gonna like be like our car was like pretty much like led the parade. Like we were pretty much the first car in the parade. And I didn't know I was gonna be there. I thought they were just gonna put me on like a little flow, but like we ended up like leading the whole parade, which was insane.
Setting the tone.
So yeah, man. No, it was really dope. It was really, really dope, man. To see all those people and everyone's in a good mood. Everyone's happy to see you.
Yeah,
we just won, so I was like, yeah.
Oh yeah, they were yelling Pilo. Yeah. I could hear it on the television. I'm hosting at NBC, and I see you guys, and they're Pilo. Oh, Mr. Pilo. Hey, every time people see you, they say, "Man, California on my license plate."
Man,
it's the perfect thing. I'm like, man,
come on. It's a real thing. It's a real thing, man.
You know, Pilo, we're gonna get your thoughts on the Niners and the Warriors because you got takes for days on sports. You go to your Twitter account and you make me crack up, man. With the quarterbacks you want, the quarterbacks you don't want, how the teams are going, the Warriors, and you like to talk a lot of trash to Laker fans, and we should all talk trash to Laker fans.
They deserve it. They deserve it.
They deserve
it.
How you feeling about this album, though? Because this is another project for you, Stunna. And Langford and I were talking about the Stunna anthem.
Yeah.
How do you feel about this new album coming out that's going to be released on iTunes at 9 p.m.?
I mean, Stunna's like the album Stunna is like, it's like a frequency. It's like a positive, confident. You know what I'm saying? That's really what it is. It's confident in everything you do, and really letting the inner light that's like positive and confident. It's like shining through, and that's what Stunna. Like that's what my definition of it is, and the music reflects that. So it's like it's all of that. It's just like it's just great vibes, positive vibes. You know what I'm saying?
Who's on the album? Who you featuring?
We got E40 on there. We got Too Short, Kamaya. We got All Black, Offset Jim.
We get Larry June.
Larry June. Larry June.
I'm good.
Yeah, Larry June, the legend.
I love that song.
Like it's all Bay Area artists too. So it's like, man, we really just try to put on for the Bay and double down on that.
I love that.
And you know what I'm saying?
It feels like nowadays there's like a real appetite for Bay Area artists to come out. Like you look at, like Guap Dad 4000, for example. He's on like a Dreamville mixtape out of nowhere. Kamaya, like you mentioned, Kamaya was on an NBA 2K game at one point when How Does It Feel came out. Like there's a ton of talent coming out of the Bay Area, but it feels like there really is like an appetite and a hunger for it nationally, not just within the Bay Area.
Yeah, I think the rap game needs something unique. And especially now, like I feel like a lot of stuff is starting to sound the same and whatever. But the Bay, what we always bring is something original, something unique, and that's so that in all aspects, whether it's music or sports or whatever, or tech. Like we always bring something innovative, new, original, and that's something that we've always done here in the Bay. So it's like.
People jacked our styles, it feels like, in the rap game.
I mean,
the slang, the style, the way we dress, the way we drive our cars, everything.
That always happens in all aspects. Even when people start shooting hella threes because
you're right.
The game changed. The West Coast offense.
Yup, exactly. It's
we've always innovated. We've always done something original. We've always pushed the game forward, and that's what the Bay always does. Like I like to think we're like at least like 5-10 years ahead of everyone in the world.
As Joe Lacob would say, light years ahead.
Light years.
Trendsetters.
Yeah, trendsetters.
Pilo's in studio on the morning roast. Stephen Langford, a.k.a. Nice Guy. Bonta and for, of course, Joe Shasky, the butcher's on vacation. I know he's hating life, missing this.
Where's that guy at?
He's in the Russian River taking a vacation. He got to get away.
Yeah.
Got to get away.
He was trying to get away from me.
He's trying to get away from He's trying to get away from Garoppolo mania, man.
Oh, yeah.
Garoppolo's back.
Yeah.
You're a big-time Niner fan, Pilo.
Big-time Niner fan.
We saw you at the NFC Championship game, but we all walked outside.
Yeah.
We all walked outside after that game.
It was a little crusher.
That was a crusher.
That was a crusher.
How you feeling about Garoppolo being back?
I mean, I'm not mad, but I know the Niners just didn't want to eat that contract. You know what I'm saying? And I know a lot of teams didn't want to pay that price tag for him. And also, I think it's going to be good for Trey to have someone in his ear. You know what I'm saying? Just to kind of like be like, hey, guy that. But Trey Lance is our guy.
That's our guy.
Trey Lance is our guy.
I love that.
Trey Lance is our guy.
That's it.
Yeah, that's who we rocking with. That's who I'm rocking with.
Yeah, I'm rocking with.
That's who I'm rocking with.
I wanted Five to start last year. You ain't got to tell me.
Yeah.
I'm all about Trey Lance.
Yeah, I'm locked in. I'm locked in.
Last year, you were at the 49er fan invasion over there in LA, and you were performing on a bar top. How did that happen? Because I'm watching a video of that. I'm like, damn, he's on a bar top performing about
I mean, I didn't know I was gonna perform on a bar top.
Really?
But because like there was like a little stage on top, and I was like, you know what, man, like I don't want to I just don't want to act weird, and let's just get in there with the people, and you know what I'm saying, make them feel it.
Nice.
So you know what I'm saying. So like I just want to be able to like connect. Like I'm not. You feel me? People know me. You know what I'm saying. People have watched me, and people come up. Like I don't want to act like different or anything. Like no, we out here having a good time.
Yeah, no doubt about that. And you have a good time. I'm seeing you in Vegas performing all the time. Yeah. You're back here performing. You're performing at Thrive City tomorrow, and performing at where the champs play.
The champs
Steph Curry to go to
the house that Steph and them built.
Yeah. The house that Steph and them built. How fun was last year watching the Warriors win their 4th championship?
Oh man, it was such a satisfying. You know what I'm saying? Just after all those 2 years that everyone just wrote us off, and everyone's just talking super bad about us and talking about their finish, and the way that those guys answered with that championship DNA, real championship DNA. We was down 2, and everyone was. We was down 2-1, and everyone was like, "Oh, yeah, this series is over.
It's a wrap.
It's a wrap." They said it's a wrap.
Said Clay was washed.
They said Clay was washed.
ESPN gave him like a 14% chance to win the finals based on projections, man.
That's right.
That's a little sports radio. That's a little inside sports radio right there. They do these ESPN projections. They give a 14% chance to win.
14% chance. Steph said, "Yep, okay." And no, I think once they start talking about Aisha can't cook, he said, "Okay, yeah, yeah, y'all not gonna talk about my wife. Yeah, that's one thing y'all not gonna do. Y'all can talk about me all day, but y'all not gonna talk about my wife. I got you.
So where'd your fandom come from?
I mean, shit.
It's all good. We all good. Players slip.
I mean, growing up in the Bay, you know, like growing up in the YMCA playing basketball, and like we always get free tickets to go to the Warriors game. We'll be in Club 200 all the way at the top, you know. But yeah, I mean, like also I played basketball my whole life, so like I played up into junior college. So like obviously my love for sports has always been that, and obviously like through family and stuff, like family Warriors fans, Niners fans, Giants fans. So yeah, like I think that's what. I think a lot of fandom first starts like through family and like, you know, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Man, that's got to be great for them, though, to witness you like be embraced by those organizations, specifically the Warriors and the 49ers. Like you're a part of the fabric of the organization right now. That's got to be great for you and your family.
Yeah, no, for sure. I mean, like we get to go like pretty much all the Niner games that we want to. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like the Niners take care of us. Shout out to the Niners organization.
Look at that, man. Look at that.
Man, you know,
must be nice, man. Look at the flex, the subtle flex.
You know, God is good. God is good. I will say, God is good.
And the Warriors are giving you the red carpet treatment too. So you're doing the promo, and I didn't see this. You know, my mind is so locked. I'm so locked in. Sometimes I'm taking notes. And it was the Memphis game Game 6, when the Warriors ousted Memphis in the second round. And they had this video of you, and you're like, North Bay, stand up. East Bay, stand up. West Bay, stand up. Kids said, and like, I heard Chase just erupt. And I was like, damn. P-Lo got that effect on this crowd?
Man.
I mean, how'd you link up with the Warriors so well to where you're performing at Thrive City tomorrow at 7 p.m.? You've got promos running on that big old Jumbotron. Yeah. How did that come about?
I mean, it all really started, I think, when we did like a Filipino Heritage Night. And we really just nurtured that relationship and you know, stayed in contact with them and just kind of let them know what we're trying to do and all those things. And also, I just think, you know, the Warriors being so like involved with the culture and what they got going on in the Bay, especially them moving to San Francisco, and you know what I'm saying. It's like I think they want to be able to like keep that Bay love. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, like them moving to San Francisco was like
gut punch to some people.
Yeah, gut punch to some people. But like, you know, I think the Warriors have done a great job of keeping that culture You know what I'm saying? Because the Bay is such it's rooted in culture, you know, with everything. So I think the Warriors have done a great job with that.
Yeah, so you're gonna have E40 featured on your album, and you've done a lot of work with him previously this past decade. But what was your first interaction with E40? Because kind of like you growing up a Warriors, Giants, Niner fans, it's got to be crazy being embraced by them, but being embraced by a guy like E40, the ambassador of the Bay. I mean, that's pretty sweet.
Yeah, no, it's pretty sweet. 40 has always been like a idol to me, and an icon, and someone that I look forward as a blueprint.
Right.
And like for him to embrace what we've got going on, like we actually shared the same engineer, so that's actually how like a lot of stuff got like put in play. But I think the first time I ever met 40 was at the Function video shoot.
Wow.
Yeah, that was the first time I met 40. I didn't know he was that tall. Like 40's a large dude. Like no, like I mean,
no, he's tall.
Yeah, he's tall.
And he's a former athlete. He'll let you know that he was a former athlete.
He's like a tall dude. And so I was just like, oh God, this is insane. And I actually told him, I was like, hey man, like I want to put this out to you, like my ghetto report card, like I didn't buy the real copy, like I burned it. I bought it off. I bought a bootleg off my friend for like $5, and he was like, "Oh man, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it."
No, shit, hey man, you had to go to bootleg route, man. Them CDs were $20.99, $19.99. We were broke, man.
We were broke. I was in high school, man. I needed $5. It was only $5.
Yeah, $5. That's wild.
Man, that must be crazy for you to see the evolution of like streaming and everything, because that's how it used to be. You have to go, you know, on LimeWire or something like that if you didn't want to buy the CD. Napster. Yeah, but now it's just like you're streaming everything. You go on to New Music Friday and you can listen to anything you want.
You could just get anything you want. Do you think that's like you think that's, as a fan, it's like they lose like appreciation for music?
So when I look at iTunes, it's kind of cool where I could just type up a name and everything. That's awesome. Like instead of going to like Amoeba Records, and shout out to Amoeba Records because that's where we grew up. But I wonder, when I do that, I'm like, how do the artists get paid?
Yeah.
How do you guys get paid off the streams? Do you guys lose money based off that? How's the streaming changed the game in rap culture? How's it changed it for you?
I mean, I think it makes everything available. Like just like you're saying, like, you know, people can just find you. If someone finds you, they could just get everything.
Very accessible.
It makes everything accessible. So it's like, I think that's definitely one of like the greater things that streaming has like implemented. You know, it's like you could literally get everything. If you find an artist, you like them or like him or her or whatever, you could just dive in and get everything.
And it gives you the appreciation for like the legends and everything, because you know, like my ghetto report card, like that was one of the first E40 CDs that I'd heard, and then you know,
so young man,
I know, but you got all the stuff from the '90s that you hadn't really heard, and you know, you don't really have access to, but now you do, and it kind of gives you a newfound appreciation for it.
1000%, and you are able to see the growth from that artist, which is really dope.
Yeah, no, it's funny you bring up my ghetto report card. And I go back with 40 with Dustin and Disgusted and, you know, the Hall of Game.
Yeah.
Like, and I'm just like, and so when I see him now and he's like, oh, what's up, Bonta? He's rolling with you. I'm like, man, like, you looked up to E40, but like, that's what I grew up on. That's the music, the slang, the game. That, you know, when I was a young man, I was like, man, I learned the game from E40 through his albums and whatnot. So that's got to be surreal.
Yeah, no, super surreal. And, there's actually this funny story with me and my manager went to his house one time, and E40 has this like white carpet, like right when you walk in, and my manager, like it was like in July, so it's a really hot day, you know, he lives out the way, so it's like it's really hot where he's at, and my manager like walked in, and my manager didn't have socks on. He didn't have socks on in his shoes, so he walks in, he's like, hey yo, can you guys take your shoes off? And my manager like didn't have socks under his shoes, so I look at him like, bro, you're about to be barefoot in E40's house right now. I was like, is this what you're doing?
Sweating all over his floor.
I said, like, you're about to like put your bare feet on like E40's white carpet, and then he was just like, So we were like, oh, we'll be right back. So we ended up like going to his car. He ended up like finding some socks in his dirty socks in his trunk.
Oh, so he wore dirty socks instead of being barefoot.
Yeah, instead of being barefoot.
Probably would have been better off just
That
asking
is
for a
the
pair of
better
socks.
option. No
Right?
doubt.
Hey, 40, man, you got a pair of socks for you? I don't want to. Like,
And that's what 40. He was like, oh, if you needed some socks, I could have just went upstairs and grabbed you some socks.
That's what I'm saying. So instead
Very
of dirty
hospitable.
socks,
Yeah.
Oh man,
40's a very hospitable guy.
So we're talking about 40 and everything. How surreal is it for the players to know you on a first name basis? Like you see Steph, you see Dre, you're partying with them, or you're in the parade with them. What is that like to get the acknowledgement from the athletes?
Man, that is surreal too, because like I'm literally like I watch these guys, like I'm locked in with these guys. Like I'm watching these guys all the time, and I'm like watching every play. I'm breaking, like, you know, I'm really locked in with these guys. So for these guys to even like recognize what I got going on, it's a true honor, because like we're all fans. Like we all really want these guys to do well.
Right. No doubt about that.
We saw you at the after party for the ESPYs. I saw on your Instagram you're at the after party. What was that like, man? The ESPYs after party. I mean, it looks like there's a lot of people.
Yeah, no, it was actually crazy. Like there was like this like bridge to go over to the other side, and literally like it was like Steph right there, and I turned around, it was Odell Beckham, and then sitting down in the chair next to me was Clay, and it was just like it was insane. It was like
yeah.
It was overload. Yeah, I was like, oh yeah, what am I doing here? No, for sure. It was a dope experience, and you know, I think, you know, the SBs, the Warriors did a clean sweep.
Yes,
you know what I'm saying. So I think they understood. They were like, well, we got to have some Bay Area representation up there,
right?
You know, so it was dope. It was dope. It was really dope.
Pilo in studio here in the morning, Russ on 95.7 The Game. So let's get back to the Niners for a second. Again, his album's coming out, Stunna. You got to check out the Stunna anthem. This album's going to be fire. I already know what you do when it comes to the beats and the lyrics, man. You got anthems, Bay anthems after Bay anthems after Bay anthems. Tomorrow night, Thrive City, 7 p.m., you're going to be performing. A lot of Bay cats are going to be out there, 5,000 RSVPs. We cannot wait for this at Chase Center. But what are your thoughts on the Niner season? You said you're Team Trey.
Team Trey.
Are you going to see this team back in the NFC Championship this season?
Super Bowlers. We in the bowl.
We in the bowl.
I think we to the bowl. I think we got one of the best rosters in the game.
I agree with you. Nick Bosa, solid.
Come on.
Trey, Debo. How'd you feel about Debo when the trade stuff was happening? Because you're active on Twitter. You're active. When Debo unfollowed the Niners and
that was smoke and mirrors. I know Debo.
You were drinking the Kool-Aid?
Debo wants to be a Niner. Debo wants. I knew it. Debo wants to be a Niner.
I was like, hey, for a minute though, he got me because we didn't. It was during the Warriors playoff run, and Langford knows this. I said, man, does Debo really want to be a Jet? I went off and said, you know what? If you want to go be a Jet, go be a Jet. We back in the NFC Championship game. But I knew it wasn't going to come down. And it was weird.
Yeah, I mean, I think obviously, he was just trying to get his bag. And he deserved his bag.
And he got that bag.
He's really deserving of that bag because we were 3-5, and he literally was like, all right,
yeah.
I got you. Give me the rock.
Puts on his cane.
Give me the rock.
Right.
Give me the rock. Yeah.
Man, like, when talking about your album, though, because we only got a couple of minutes left here, and I wanted to ask you this, like, as a producer, and I'm always curious, like, how does it come about when you get to the finished product? Because I feel like when you got a baseline, right? When you got a baseline, you just want to build and build and build. Like, how tough is it to officially say, all right, you know what? I'm done adding on to this beat. Let's add the lyrics. Let's add anyone we can feature on here. Like, how hard is it to get to that finished product?
Man, it's really a process. I mean, the last album I dropped was 2019. So like, we thought we had the album like a few times, and we thought we had it like back in September 2021, and we're just like, you know what, let's just go back and just record. You know what I'm saying? So it's a real process, and also like as a producer, I'm also trying to like elevate the sound. So it's like, it's not that I'm trying to do something. I'm trying to do something that's not there.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to create something that's not there. I'm not trying to do what's already there, because that's what's the point of doing that? Right. You know. So it's like, I'm trying to figure out how to be innovative and also still keep the same DNA that that what I'm built off. So it's like it's definitely a process, and it's definitely, I'm very involved with from point zero to all the way to the finished product, mixing and all this stuff. So it's a real process. It's a true process, and just like people putting up jumpers and
right.
you know,
Gotta put that work in.
You put that work in. It's like a long season.
Yeah, it's a grind, no doubt about it. And you're grinding hard. New album drops tonight, 9 p.m. Stunna.
Can't wait.
Can't wait for that one to download that bad boy. And again, tomorrow night at Thrive City.
Yep.
You're putting on the show.
Yeah, having a great time. Come out. Community event. Community event. It's free. Come through.
Come through. DJ D Sharp, DJ Amen, DJ Lex, Pilo, always bringing out Stunna, man. His crazy ass gonna go. We love those guys.
Yeah. He's gonna take his shirt off. He's taking his shirt off.
The shirt will already be off by the time he grabs the microphone. That's happening.
It's already off.
That's happening. Pilo, man, this is a lot of fun, man. I'll always love linking up with you.
Nah, pleasure, guys.
Man,
no doubt about it.
Yeah, it's great to talk to you, man.
Much love,
Ever
man.
since
Thank
going
you.
up from HBK gang all the way till now, just great to talk to you.
Nah, appreciate the love, man.
Oh, and people are already asking, we're gonna see you opening night, ring night, right?
Well, come on. We got to be there against the Lakers.
Against the Lakers, the LA.
They're finished. They're finished. Put a fork in those guys. Put a fork in those guys.
We'll be right back on the roast. Brought to you by Fremont Bake, full service baking, no compromises.